ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The reflection continues from Surat Mahalla Panjwa, composition of the fifth Nanak, Guru Arjan, and the recitation. Surat Mahalla Panjwa, Tan Santan ka, Tan Santan ka, मन संतन का किया, संत प्रसाद हर नाम त्याया, सर्ब कुशल तब थिया. My body, tan, belongs to the way of the enlightened, Santanka. Now, before I proceed, this passage, this Shabad, is very interesting in the sense that it uses the term Santan with varying degrees of differentiation, and we will notice that as we go down. So here what is being said is Tan Santan ka, Dhan Santan ka, Man Santan ka kiya. So I have pledged my wealth to that path. My mind is dedicated to that way of the enlightened. I've chosen to translate Santan not simply as a physical congregation of awakened people, souls, but essentially to that way of life that they are dedicated to, by which is meant the way of the Guru, Sikhi. Because if you think about it, you can't really submit your body to another body. What you're really submitting to is their value system, their way of life, their outlook. That is really what you are committing to. Therefore, I have chosen to translate this as my body belongs to the way of the enlightened. My wealth, I have pledged to that path, and my mind is dedicated to that way, the way of the Guru. Because you see, now from Santan, in the next line, it says, Sant Prasad Har Naam Te Aaya, Sarva Kusal Tab Thiya. Now here from Santan, it comes to Sant. Santan, in popular usage, in common usage, in general usage, is the plural form of Sant. And Sant, as we noted yesterday, comes from the word Santa, tranquility, and really refers, when it refers to an individual, if at all, it refers to the Guru, who is the awakened one. So Santan is the awakened ones. But here it switches to Sant Prasad Har Naam Te Aaya. Here it is, the Sant here is now the Guru, because the Guru is the conduit for Naam Te Aaya. By the grace of the enlightened one, I meditated on the Naam, the name, the wisdom of the Har, and then Sarva Kusal Tabatiya, peace and well-being unfolded within me. So we have to ask ourselves, what does it mean to submit oneself? And who are the Santan? So in the first instance of the usage, it refers to a physical congregation because you have to have a community in order for you to make any progress. You need some guidance. So it is a luminous collective awakened by the Guru. So in Sangat, our collective wisdom is the Guru. And submission, as I said, is dedication to a way of life. In the next instance, Sant Prasad, the nuance shifts from an external gathering to Santan being the emergence of the Santan awakened state within. But the second is not possible without the first. The physical Santan then are not the ultimate givers, but they are a reflection. But they are the means through which the divine gifts reach us. So you see the difference. Sarab Kusal. Kusal comes from skillful, welfare, bliss, good fortune. And in Gurbani, it refers usually to inner peace, joy, divine understanding that comes through connecting with Nam. In the Rahau, Santan bin avarna data biya, jo jo saran par sadhu ki, so par garami kiya. So Santan bin, apart from the awakened ones, there is no other giver. Avarna data biya. Whoever surrenders to that awakened presence, Jojo Saranapare Sadhu ki, is carried across, is ferried across to that universal consciousness. So here Santan and Sadhu, again, are not two different categories, but different expressions of the same state. The state of being realized, the state of being egoless, the state of being self-oriented. So this is the state through which divine grace becomes accessible. The second verse, Kot parad mite jan seva, har kirtan ras gaiya, iha sukh aage mukh ujjal, jan ka sang vad bhagi paiye. Now here, jan is also being used as has been used interchangeably with Santan, as in Sad Jan, Bhagat, Gurmukh. These are some of the contexts in which it has been used. Jana Seva. So 1,000,000 offenses will dissolve, and Jan Seva is also humility, the fragrance of humility. So in that mental state, when you sing kirtan, when you sing praise with love, rasagaya, your burdens will slide off. Iha sukh, well-being, radiance, mukh ujjal, wisdom is yours. Janaka sangha vadbhagi paya, here Jan is the Guru. So you see this interchangeability. The third verse, Rasana ek anek gun puran jan ki ketak upama kahiye, agam agochar sad abanasi saran santan ki lahiye. Now you have another example where the Jan is referred to as Puran. And again, Santan is being referred to as Agam Agochar Sad Abanasi. So the terms here in this passage are being used in a very interesting way. Rasna ek. No tongue, no language. Can you describe the one who is all virtue? Rasna ek anek gun puran. Janaki ketak upma kahiye. How can we describe? Because it is beyond the senses. It's boundless. Agam agochar. Sad abhinasi. It is forever. Saran. Santan ki lahiye. So that state is also the Santan. Seek that sanctuary. Nirguna neech anath aparadhi. Ot Santan ki ahi. What of me? I am bereft of virtue. Nirguna. I'm low, lowly, if you will. Aparadhi, a sinner in the traditional sense of the word. But I have sought the sanctuary of the awakened ones. And then Buddha the mohogre andakoop mohananak le nibhai. And I was able to come out of this blind well, ਅੰਧਕੂਪ, and saved. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.